Hi guys, what's up? BorbeFett here. So today I have with you guys a Disney's Galaxy's Edge Darth Vader lightsaber. So this is the packaging of the hilt right now. So I got this because I've been collecting lightsabers for a while now. Mostly ForceFX lightsabers from Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker's first introduction of the Graflex lightsaber, the Return of the Jedi, Luke Skywalker lightsaber, and Obi-Wan Kenobi's lightsaber. Also, I have a dual grade lightsaber as well. But for this one, this is my first ever Galaxy's Edge lightsaber, and if you're in the Philippines, I think a lot of people know that this is really hard to get if you're here, not unless you order it from abroad. Luckily, I got this at a good price, and it was pre-loved as well. So really exciting for me since this was my first. Packaging wise, it looks like a premium packaging, so you could tell right now just by the logo here of the Empire that it's a Sith lightsaber because the color is red here, the background. So right now I'm just gonna turn this around to show you guys the packaging. So really premium. This is actually a hard plastic. That's the back, that's the side, and over here on the bottom, so some info instructions saying how to install the batteries, and it says they're Darth Vader, I think. Yeah, it says they're Darth Vader. So hope you guys stick around. I'm gonna unbox this, doing some reviews and comparisons as well. So guys, to open this box, so all you have to do is press and hold on the Empire logo. Then you're just gonna pull it, open it, and there you go. This is the lightsaber right here. So before I show you this hilt, so inside it's actually cloth, and there's this is a plastic insert, and inside is foam. So I think it's to keep the hilt protected. So I'm gonna put this aside as first. So this is the hilt right now. So really nice. So I'm gonna turn it around for you guys. So some detailing right there. So this is where you're gonna insert the blade later to see how it ignites. So the seller actually, like I said, this was pre-loved. So he actually placed in some batteries for me. So you're gonna twist this cap off. This is the battery pack right here. So you'll be needing 3 AA batteries for this. So if you could see some holes here, so you're gonna inside there's some there you could see there's some metal parts inside. So that's like the positive and negative part of the, or how do you say, not positive negative, but it would transmit electricity inside. So you have to make sure that it enters properly, because if it's like this, you won't be able to close it. So you're just gonna twist it around to make sure that the slots fit inside. So once you do that, we're gonna twist back the cap. So there you go. So fun fact about the lightsaber, so similar to Luke Skywalker's Graflex lightsaber, so this is actually like a flash gun from the camera. So I think it was one of the props they used which inspired this Vader lightsaber right here. So if you could see there, you'd see letters B, letters S right here, and the letter E is behind these, in between these wires right here. So like I said, this was part of a flash gun. So B stands for battery, S stands for shutter, I think, and actually I forgot what's letter E, but so those are some of the letters that you would see in the gun of the camera. So really nice details. They kept that here on this lightsaber. And you can see like there's some wires. So this is actually just an aesthetic. So these are actually like plastic wires. So they don't, just moving it, I could tell that it's really hard to remove. So it's kind of durable as well. So comparing this to the episode for Darth Vader lightsaber, there were actually no wires. I checked, actually, I watched the movie, there were no wires. So the wires right here were shown in Empire Strikes Back. So if you think about it, letters BSE or ESB, Empire Strikes Back, and the acronyms here in the saber, on the saber. So really nice. So I'm gonna show you guys again. Gonna tilt it around. There are some paint chips here, but those are just minor as well. Here. So right now I'll be comparing it to some of the lightsabers I have, especially the ForceFX lightsaber. So hope you guys stick around. So guys, right now I'm comparing it to a Darth Vader ForceFX lightsaber that I have. This product was way back in 2015. So I'm gonna compare the hilts. So what the downside to this lightsaber, you see this blade right here. The ForceFX lightsaber blade is not removable. But for this one, the Disney Galaxy's Edge lightsaber is the legacy lightsaber. So if you'd notice, this is what the episode 4 lightsaber looks like. So there are no wirings here as to compared to the legacy lightsaber. So there. But what I like about it, they also kept some the letters letter B, E, S, E. So they actually kept the letters here. So they're comparing both hilts. So size wise, so I have the tape measure here. So I'll show you guys. Okay. So it measures around 11.5 inches for the legacy hilt saber. So 11.5. So for you guys to see. There you go. Around 11.5 inches. That's until here. So similar to the ForceFX lightsaber, it's somewhere around that area as well. The blade is just covering the back of the saber, but I'll show you guys. There you go, around 11.5 up to this point right here. So again, just comparing it, you could notice the difference as well. Look, you could see this metal part right here is actually covered in the legacy hilt saber. See, and the, how do you say this? I don't know what this is called actually, but the I don't know. Actually, I really don't know what this is called, but I think it's part of the flash gun. But if you notice the color comparisons, it's black here It's silver here and here. So this ring right here is where Darth Vader actually places his saber in his belt. So unlike the ForceFX saber, this actually isn't movable. So oh wait, it is movable, but it's kind of hard to turn it, since this is a 6-year-old product with me. So but again, so nice fact, nice touch to it, nice detailing. So backside, so the difference between both of these, aside from the like plastic cylinder around here on the ignition plate, is that if you notice, this is kind of more chrome. The ForceFX has more chrome as to the Legacy Saber. So the Legacy Saber is actually more of a metallic metallic aesthetic to it, compared to the ForceFX, which is like more chrome. So you can see more my reflection, hands reflection right here, as compared to this one. So another comparison would be not so much of a comparison, but this is a Luke Skywalker's custom dual grade lightsaber that I have from Saber Emissary. So you could check out their page. My friend Veronica, she sells lightsabers, dual grade lightsabers, NeoPixels, and basically dual grade lightsabers. So this is similar to Luke Skywalker's in Return of the Jedi. So right now, I'll be inserting the blade which comes with this lightsaber. So hope you guys stick around. So guys, this is actually the 36-inch blade from Galaxy's Edge. So this in Galaxy's Edge, if I'm not mistaken, it comes with a 28-inch blade, a 31-inch blade, and this one is a 36-inch blade. So this is the longest blade that they have right now, and I think they would ever have. So you can see 36 lightsaber blade, 36-inch lightsaber blade. So it's on the side. That's how long the blade is. So I'm gonna pull this out. And, so if you notice, there are two metal parts here which would fit into 2 slots, as well as the pegs on the bottom which would fit onto these 3 slots right here, triangle. So all you have to do is insert it inside. So what I think, if I'm correct, did you guys hear that? So if you hear that like sound, the blade is now secure to the hilt. So I'm gonna light this up. So for ignition, all you have to do, if you can see this bubble wrap type of ignition plate, all you have to do is push it upward. So right now, so turn it off. All you have to do is pull this down. So that has some nice sound effects to it, but I will now compare it to the ForceFX one. So again, if you guys know, all the ForceFX sound effects of all of the lightsabers are actually the same. So it's all the same sound font. So if you guys have a ForceFX lightsaber, what to hear on this one is actually same to what you have right now. So I'll do this for comparison. So there you go for the Legacy Saber. So just by hearing the volume of these two sabers, the volume for this Legacy Hilt Saber is actually lower compared to the ForceFX one. But what I like about this Legacy Saber is that their sound is completely different. So for the Legacy Saber, if you hear, it has more like a sinister sound to it. So I'll show you again. So I'll do it again. So that's the sound effects for the Legacy Saber as compared to the ForceFX one. This has a louder volume, but you know, this one has a lighter sound to it, and it's very similar to all these sabers. So for me, the sound effects for this saber, it would be better if you have the Luke Skywalker lightsaber, the Graflex one, as to this one right here. So it actually has a more sinister sound to it. And if you could hear the motion effects or the motion sensor sounds to it are actually different from the from the ForceFX lightsaber. So in terms of motion when moving it, the ForceFX one is more sensitive than the Legacy Hilt Saber, but the sound effects itself, the sound you hear is actually better with the Legacy Hilt Saber. And like right now, I'm holding it. It has some weight to it, but for me, it's really nice. It has a nice feel to it, considering that I have a small hand, and for me to grab the Legacy Hilt Saber properly, it really means that it's a good saber for me, and it fits well. So there you go. Oh, sorry. And also for clash effects, as I just hit the lightsaber right down there. For clash effects, again, the sounds are better for this one, but lower volume. But the sensors for the clash effects, sometimes, since like I said, it's pre-logged, so sometimes if you move it around, the blade inside the hilt it's going to get loose. So I'm actually holding this right now, the blade, so it wouldn't be loose. I like the clash effects on this one better. So again, really nice. So for size comparisons, the Legacy 36-inch saber blade is actually longer than the ForceFX blade. So ForceFX blade is on the bottom while the Legacy saber, the blade is on top. So right now I'm gonna measure it. Sorry if it wouldn't fit, but the camera, but I'll try my best to show you. So the difference between the length of the blades are actually in the sabers is actually 2 inches. So just a small difference in size. So really nice. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna test this in the dark. So hope you guys stick around. So I'm gonna move it to its max capacity on what I can do for us to hear the effects and sounds. So hope you guys stick around. So guys, right now I just showed you how the sound effects works for this one, and like I said, since this is a pre-loved second-hand Legacy saber, sometimes if you keep on moving around, the blade and the hilt are gonna get loose if you use more force, if you use excessive force to it. But overall, if you guys hear the sounds available, it's more sinister, more dark compared to the ForceFX lightsaber. But the downside to it is, for me, the volume is not that high as compared to the other lightsabers that I have. And overall, this is actually a really good saber. I like what they've done to this Darth Vader lightsaber, and if you guys know, this lightsaber is really iconic. And if you guys wanna remove the blade, pretty easy, just pull it apart, and if you hear that, it's removable. So there you go. Again, my thoughts on it, if I would rate it something out of 10, I guess it would be an 8. Well, like I said, if I keep on moving it around and use excessive force, the blade gets loose. So the LED lights are gonna shut off, and also the volume for this is quite low, and the motion sensitivity and clash sounds, the sensors are not that as how do you say, more sensitive as compared to the other lightsabers. But that's just about it. Those are just the little downsides, super minor. But Hilt itself, the actual feel to it, the weight, really awesome. guys, really awesome. So if you guys have the chance to get this legacy lightsaber, Darth Vader lightsaber, it's gonna be nice for your collection, for all Star Wars fans out there. So if you were to ask me which one I would prefer, the ForceFX one or the legacy saber, my answer is pretty easy. It would be this one. Just for the fact that the blade is removable. You know, if I had the Sith belt or the Jedi belt, I could strap it around and do, you know, a little cosplay, a role play, something like that. And the detailing compared to the hilts, I actually like the detailing on this better. It's more accurate to what's shown in the movies. Also, this is pretty accurate as well, but you know, I just kind of prefer this one better. The aesthetic to it. Okay. So again, the Darth Vader Legacy Saber. Really nice. And so that's it, guys, for my video. Hope you like the video. If you like the video, please like, subscribe, and share to my channel and this video as well. And see you again, guys, soon in my next video, and I'll be doing more Star Wars or some other products as well. So bye, guys. Thank you.